Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Deb, and today we are back with another little vlog. Now there's going to be like bits and pieces of this vlog from this week and stuff because I haven't really filmed enough. Things have been kind of crazy on the real estate side as well as at the startup, so we are all hands on deck right now in terms of like me, all hands on deck for everything. But I want to just quickly pop in here and share with you guys some of the back half of the Aritzia clientele that's come in. There's, I don't think, anything else, but share that with you guys, and yeah, I don't know, probably show you guys like other bits and then chat with you in like a get ready with me section or something later on this week / weekend. But yeah, I don't know, it's been busy. Today we spent all day showing in Pickering. Last night we had a condo go into multiple offers, which was very good. We ended up accepting, like the sellers accepted a conditional offer, it's conditional on status certificate, and we're still waiting for the deposit, so we're not like really sold conditional yet until we get the deposit, but they did accept the offer, so that's exciting. So that took up a lot of time in like the prep to get that sold. We had another condo last week go into multiple offers, but nothing was accepted at that. There was just no agreement to come to, and it's been a lot of like on the phones, working agents and stuff trying to get these deals done before the interest rates are potentially hiked again on the 12th. So anyways, we're seeing what's going on with the market there. But yeah, we might have to show tomorrow in the beaches, might not. I might not show because I have a golf game booked, but we'll kind of see what goes on there. It's a lot. There's a lot going on, especially because it's summer, and I feel like in other cities, I feel like the winter, like the fall winter is like when it's like really busy. But for some reason in Toronto, just I think because of like Toronto is such like a summer city, it just, I don't know, something about it. Like the real estate market was supposed to be slow, but then we got a bunch of clients, which we're very grateful for, but it all kind of hit all at once, and now we've got to just start getting the deals done, which is great. But it's a lot all at once, and I've never had this situation before because I'm still kind of new to the market, so we'll see. Maybe I'll keep this train up. This will be my new normal. Anyways, okay. Here, so this piece, you guys might recognize because I actually have my own version of this. This is the, I think it's the TNA Bigfoot sweater. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Let's see, sorry. It's the Freddy Bigfoot sweater in Mullen. I got this in a size small. This is actually for my mom. She really liked my version of this sweater when I was wearing it all winter. And so when it came around on sale, I decided to pick it up for her because I got mine on sale last year. And then she's not a very big like shopper. So when I do pick up things that she likes, I do make a note and I try and get them for her as a little treat. You can hear in the background she's saying, "Ooh, what a sweetie." Yeah, so picked up the sweater. It's like super cozy, and it's because, you know, like sometimes in the winter she, like all of us, like feels kind of cold. Sweat fleece doesn't really work. She doesn't really like it as much. But she liked the texture of this sweater. It's really soft, it's really comfortable, and she likes that it has like a collar and it's a quarter zip, so it looks a little bit more like put together. So I'm hoping this works out for her. If not, I have a backup of one of my most worn sweaters of the winter. And yeah, that's a little out of season, but that's like one of those pieces that if you buy them during clientele, you usually can get a really good deal because they're like out of season stuff. And then this is a linen dress. This is the Peliska linen dress in natural ecru. I picked up a size 4. It's just like it has kind of a bodice with a slight sweetheart neckline. I kind of wish it was flat. Honestly, I feel like a flat, but it is very cute. Not many of these styles have like a true flat, like straight across neckline. A little bit more empire cut. And yeah, these sort of like linen dresses from Aritzia, I really like them. I would recommend them. They are like a heavier linen, but it makes them not see-through, and I really do appreciate that quality. I tend to Aritzia for that, especially on these dresses. They always double line the chest area, which like one of my faithful the brand dresses isn't double lined in the chest, and it's like a lighter thin cotton, and it's like sheer effectively, so it's like could have just double lined this and done me the solid, but no. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what I got. And yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see. I'm also currently obsessed with Threads, so I've been posting like 30 days of outfits on Threads. So if you want to see that and probably see this dress before you guys see it, because I'm gonna edit this vlog after all of my other vlogs. If you want to see this first, definitely go and follow me over there. Oh, you're not gonna actually see this. If you guys want to see my outfits first, go to Threads, because I'm posting everything on Threads like almost in real time, which is great. Threads is amazing. It's what Instagram used to be and Twitter used to be, but like more like a MySpace, like a Facebook wall before video, but after photos, if that makes sense. Anyways, it's a good time. It's a good vibe. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm going to drink my tea, and then we're gonna go get ramen for dinner, I think. Yeah, take you guys with me on that probably. me turn on this light. Overexposed for a minute. Okay. Hey guys. We're picking the vlog back up because I have had the most insane week, such like weekend last weekend. I don't know what I have filmed. I don't know what I haven't filmed. I forget because I just have been so scattered. Anyways, I am currently heading downtown to Toronto and I am going to be hanging out with my best friend for the weekend. I kind of realized that this morning I should have washed my hair because I'm going to be sleeping over at her place and I like don't want to deal with like having dirty hair tomorrow. I like my hair to be clean. I washed it yesterday, but Anyways, I was just like sat here for like a solid like 2 minutes just sitting here talking, like thinking, being like, do I wash my hair? Do I not wash my hair? Do I wash my hair? Do I not? And I was like, just wash your hair. Like, just wash your hair. It's fine. It's like it'll dry by the time I get to errands. We're going out for dinner tonight. And I was like, if anything, I can always just like do it at her place, or like, you know, it'll look kind of like this. So it's fine. Okay, let me catch you up while I pack my makeup for this weekend, in case I do need makeup this weekend. First things first, both my listings that I have are either sold firm or sold conditional, which is so exciting. Anyways, let's backtrack. So first of all, my one listing, that these are like my angel clients, I love them so much. They, like, we listed right before the long weekend, had offers, all of that sort of stuff, like held back offers, all of that sort of stuff. That's what I meant to say. Brain is not braining. And then we ended up selling it like one shot, one go, whatever, cool. Next set of clients, Canada Day long weekend. So we sold Friday night of the long weekend, we sold condo 1, which is great. Then, so we have condo 2 left on the market. We were not holding back offers for condo 2. We get 2 offers Canada Day, which is July 1st for the non-Canadians in the room. And then we go back and forth, negotiate. First group of people can't come up. Second group of people come up a little bit, then come up a little bit more. But the agent is super rude to me. Holy shit, guys. Like, I just don't understand where this person gets the audacity. Now, obviously, like, real estate agents don't have like a great like rep across the board. I will have you know, I feel like I'm a pretty good real estate agent. I very much like don't like try and gouge people or anything, but I like, at a certain point, I have to listen to like what my clients want, and I can't just be like, this is what I think is fair, right? I have to be like, no, the clients want this. Like, we have to just hard cut it out. I'm like a big believer in like, if my clients want something, like, I'll do whatever possible to kind of get that done as a plan A, and deal with other stuff as like a plan B. Because I obviously want my clients first and foremost to be like the happiest. I think that's like what matters the most to me. Anyways, I like deal with this agent. The first thing is so she's the first person to register or submit the offer, and then register the offer, right? Then I got a second offer in from the agent who told me the day before that they were going to submit. So I kind of knew that this was coming. I wasn't surprised by it. I just didn't know the timing. I thought it was actually going to come in the night before. And then the agent who submitted the first offer calls me and accuses me of submitting my own client's offer. Like, if I had a different client, like a buyer client who wanted this property, right? And I'm like, no. Because first of all, we have to disclose that. Like, we have a whole bunch of rules that we have to follow, and I'm like very afraid to not follow them, because honestly, one, not following, like, agents who don't follow these rules are the agents who like give the rest of us such a terrible reputation. But I also just like don't want to get my license suspended and like be reported to RICO or like kicked out of my brokerage, right? So there's that side of it all. And she like accuses me, and I'm like, no, it's not. I would have disclosed it. And then she like keeps badgering me the whole weekend about my like pricing strategy and all of this. And I'm like, girl, first of all, like, respectfully, one, I don't care what, like, she says like all this stuff. I'm like, I don't care what your client's mortgage is going to do. And it's not my problem what your client's bank is going to appraise something at, and like all of this sort of stuff that she was using to justify the price. I was like, that's great. And I understand that that's a factor on your side, but that's just not a factor on our side. Like, if it doesn't appraise, but there's no condition on it, like, that's not my client's problem. Like, don't make it my client's problem, because it's not my client's problem, it's your client's problem. I need to get my clients their price. That is what they've given me. That's the directive they've given me. They don't really care about anything else. They just need to get their money out. So that's the directive I have to focus on. And it's not like to be rude or anything like that. It's just a very simple fact that I told her. I was like, this is what my clients, you know, gave her like a ballpark. You can't give an exact figure, but I said, you know what? Like, this is where my clients are at. Insert ballpark thing. Gave her a general idea. And then I said, that's it. Your client has to reach this or my clients are not going to accept the deal. It's a very simple matter of fact. This is what my client said. I have it in writing from my clients that this is what they're going to do. Like, I can't do anything else about that. I would love to have like gotten a deal done, obviously, like ASAP, but ultimately it's not my decision whether the deal gets done or not. It's always my client's decision. So I was like, look, you can tell her, I was like, you can, whatever. But I was like, A, the pricing strategy is none of your business. That's my business, my client's business. I did what my clients wanted. 2, like, if you don't, like, if your client and if you don't think that my property is worth what my clients think it's worth, that's fine. It's just not the property. Like, don't berate me about it. Move on. And then, so she's like, okay, we counter back at the figure. And she kind of is like, are you kidding me? And I was like, I told you the ballpark. Like, I prepped you. I let you know. I, like, was like, hey, expect something like this. And then she's like, no, this is ridiculous. What? And she was just like, she was taking it so personally almost. And I was like, it's not personal. It's really not personal, Jill. It's not personal against you. It's not personal against your clients. It's personal for my clients because they're selling their home. Like, and they need to get their money out. So they need to get their money out. And then she goes to me, okay, fine. And 2 weeks later, which is earlier this week, she submits another offer from her client. And sure enough, I get a second offer. So she calls us up, calls my mom this time, who is the co-listing agent on this deal, and is like, again, did you submit your own offer? Like, blah, blah. And I was like, no, Jill, again, lady, it would be registered and we would have disclosed it because we have to disclose it. There would have been a form, everybody would have had to sign it, like, blah, 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 right? And then she's like, okay, well, again, goes into my mom about the pricing strategy and all this. Effectively has the same conversations that she had with me, with my mom. It was like Groundhog Day. Like, she was chastising my mom, all this sort of stuff. She was really like berating my mom. And when my mom starts to push back, because after a while, my mom is like, why are you talking to me like this? Like, or like, why are you, like, I was like, why are you talking to me like this? But especially, why are you talking to the senior agent on this deal like this? My mom's a broker. So in Ontario, there's like a couple levels. So there's sales rep, which is what I am. There's broker. You can be like a broker manager or broker of record. Broker manager is like the person who like runs the brokerage, kind of like manages everything, you know. And then the broker of record is the person who's actually like almost not necessarily, they don't have to be the owner, but they kind of like act like the owner. Like they're like almost like the CEO of a brokerage sort of thing. And my mom is a broker. My mom has experience as a broker manager and as a broker of record. She's done it all. She has almost 20 years of experience. And this woman is like berating my mom. My mom starts to push back because my mom is like, I'm not about to be bullied by you. This woman goes, I don't appreciate your tone with me, all this sort of stuff. And my mom goes back to her and she's like, I'm using the same tone you're using with me. What are you talking about? And she's like, all of us. And I don't think this woman expected my mother to push back. So anyways, this is all going on, and like this woman is just bringing in so much interpersonal drama into something that like there needs to be no interpersonal drama, because it's not actually about us, it's about our clients. And like when you're negotiating on behalf of your clients, there should be zero interpersonal drama because it's your clients, not you. It's like not personal at all. Like, you know, there shouldn't be like office drama over like what our listing strategy was. So anyways, her client doesn't come up, and we're like, okay, well, this is our number. Again, it hasn't changed. So it's been 2 weeks. You've come back with a same number that you came back at last week, which we already said no to once. And you've come with more conditions. So conditions are like escape hatches for the deal. So it's like there's a conditional period. And during that conditional period, if you don't fulfill the condition, or you don't want to fulfill the condition, or like something happens where you can't fulfill the condition, then you get out of the deal. It's effectively like building in a cooling off period, because in deals in Ontario, we don't have cooling off periods unless it's pre-construction for the most part. So anyways, it allows you to get out of the deal. And so she had like 4 of these. And we're like, dude, we know that you can waive them. You waived them last week. Like, my clients are obviously not going to accept like this less strong offer. And then she was like, oh, well, like, it's not going to appraise well. And I'm like, you said this, girl. Like, come up with a different line, please. Like, I know that this is what you're thinking. I know that this is what you're saying. But like, we know that you can do better because you did last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, like some people would be like, oh, it's been like 2 weeks past. Like, maybe there's like flexibility. With my clients, nothing. Their resolve was stronger. They were more firm. They were less willing to negotiate because also the longer it's out on the market, the more they had to, like, the longer they have to carry it, which means the more money that they have to pay to carry it. So, you know, they have to make the finances work, right? Not the way I would have done it, but I go by what my clients want, not what I want to do, right? Ultimately. So yeah, she's just like having a time with this, and I'm just like, but don't you understand? We did end up selling it conditional, but this woman just like, oh, she took up so much energy, guys. And then there was this other agent, she was really sweet, but just like her clients didn't get back in time and all of this. But yeah, effectively just like this one agent has like taken up so much time and energy for the last 2 weeks. It has been insane. So that has been mostly what's going on. I also showed clients in Pickering. I haven't shown anything into my client in the Beaches. I really hope that I can get her into something. And we also started showing some clients in Oakville. So on the real estate front, things have actually been going really well. And on the startup front, things have also been going really well. We actually are quite busy on both sides. So I'm very busy, chicken with a head cut off. But I'm not mad about it. Anyways, this is like my first weekend that I don't have to show or work or really do anything. And my best friend got her CPA yesterday, like officially got her CPA. I sold firm this week and I sold conditional. So we are going to go out tonight to La Carnita and have some tacos to celebrate. I'm gonna sleep over at her place, and then we're gonna go get like coffee lunar tomorrow. And I think we are going to plan Greece, which I think I'm gonna ask her if I can film that process of us doing it, and I'm gonna make a separate video for you guys about that, I think. We'll see. Anyways, I'm so excited. I'm gonna pack now, and I think you guys might die, so I'm gonna pack, and I will check in a bit after I ranted. Sorry, I just needed to catch you guys up. I haven't sat down in so long, and like, even on the editing front, I've been so behind, and I'm so sorry. I need to really very purposefully like make time to do this, because this is like my creative outlet, and this is like what keeps, I feel like this is what keeps me from getting burnt out, if that makes sense. Even though it's more work, it just like, it allows me to channel like so much. It's like very zen, and like it's a good process and stuff, and it's, you know. Anyways, yeah, okay, I'm going to flip to packing, and I'm gonna leave you guys on time lapse, and hopefully, well, it'll die at some point, but hopefully you'll get some of the packing. I am now at the condo. Sorry, terrible lighting every time. I just picked up, this is like the final, oh yeah, okay, so I showed you guys some of the stuff that I got. These are just socks, so I'm not gonna show you, but this is like the last thing. I just got to my condo. I'm gonna take like a couple minutes. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna have sparkling water because it's cold and that's what I feel like. I'm gonna finish my book, make sure I have a book downloaded just in case we end up like reading or something, and then I'm gonna head up to errands. Woo! I'm so excited to see my bestie. She just got her CPA, so I'm going to go and like gas her up for her achievement, and yeah, we're gonna celebrate, and it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. And today, like this weekend, we're calling it fun work weekend. So I'm gonna vlog, maybe edit, but like I was gonna sit down and film like some videos today, but I decided, you know what, like I have just had such a chaotic week. Let me take a minute and I'll just film the vlog, like talking to you guys, because this is very fun. And I will find another time to do that when I am a little bit more like prepared for it, one, so I'm like more organized, less frazzled, but also I don't really want to burn out. And so I think it's really important to like remember that it's okay to like take some time off, and that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get on with that, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Good evening, guys. Okay, I am at Erin's house. She is over here. She has to respond to an email. We have changed. You guys have seen this dress before. It's the Faithful, the brand one that I really like. We are going for Mexican food at La Carnita, but we're going to the College Street location, which I've actually never been to. I've only been to John and Eglinton. And we're very excited to absolutely muck some guacamole. Like our lives depend on it. And then we're probably just gonna come back and watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, or Love Island, or Too Hot to Handle, or any of the other dating reality TV shows that are currently out. And yeah, that's our night. Very chill. Before we walked around a little bit, and I totally forgot to bring you guys, so there's a little bit of janky iPhone footage, and I'm so sorry for that. But I will take you to dinner. And insert some footage. And then yeah, I'm staying at Erin's tonight, and then tomorrow we have big plans to go get Coffee Lunar, and that's it so far. So it's just gonna be like a very nice, very chill, easy weekend. Okay, I am soaked. I don't know if you guys can see, the hair is definitely looking so good. We walked home from La Carnita, and we made it like so far. Like we just were skirting the edge of the storm, and like right as we were crossing the street to get to like where Erin lives on the street, it was like rain. But we made it back before like the worst of it, I think. And now we're gonna just chill. We're gonna plan Greece and probably just like watch TV and stuff. So I'm gonna show you snippets, and if we do get into like serious planning mode, I will turn you guys on and kind of share how we're going about this. But it's probably gonna be in a different video that's gonna go up like after we go to Greece, just for like our safety, because we're probably gonna talk about like dates, locations, and everything like that. And I don't really want to share where we're gonna be when until after we leave. So it'll probably go up sometime at the end of September, October, which I know is not useful for this year, but it'll be useful for next year's planning for everybody. So don't worry about that. And if you want more like of a general video of what we're doing and how we're gonna do it, I'm sure we will figure out a way to share that with you guys without revealing like too much what we're doing. But yeah, anyways, we're both gonna shower and deal with this. This looks great. This looks greasy. It's not. My hair is clean. It's just got rained on. Good morning, guys. Okay, Erin and I last night got into some serious planning mode. I think we planned from like maybe 9 till like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. We booked our hotel in Milos because it was pretty much like book it or lose it. And we are so impressed with ourselves. We managed to find something that was actually massively under budget that we both liked and could deal with. So that is a great situation, a 10 out of 10. Now we're starting to look at other things. We have determined that we're staying too long in Naxos, so we're going to rejig all of that and kind of like the flow. I totally forgot to film anything. Genuinely, we were so into it, guys, and we were so just like, so maybe I don't know. I'll see what we end up doing about that. And then we have done some research into other islands. We've started to figure out some things to do, some experiences we want to have, some experiences we don't want to have. We have decided that in Mykonos we're going to go to a day club situation, try and find something, but that'll be probably like our only real foray into like the Mykonos party scene. So we'll see, because like when we were in Italy, like when we were in Positano, we all opted out of going to like the One Fire Beach Club, which is where they do like the watermelon dance thing, because we were all like, there's no point in paying for that extra money just for like that one experience, which we're not even that interested in. So we have to kind of go through and see like what these clubs do, because if it's like that where it's something that we're not going to enjoy, there's no point going. I'm sure somebody else would enjoy it more, but we want to find a place that's like good vibes, good music, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, anyways, we are not 100% settled on anything except for where we're staying in Milos. And we decided in Milos actually that we're going to stay, like, we're not staying anywhere like necessarily with like a crazy view or anything like that, but we're staying very like central in Adamas, because we want to be really close to like where the boat tour picks us up, and where the like where the bus is, where all like the ATV rentals are, where the car rentals are, where the car services, taxi. We want to be able to walk home from food, and that's kind of our same thought with Mykonos as well, is we're going to try to be able to like walk home at night, or at least walk to dinner. Because what ended up happening with us in Positano is we stayed up high and we had such a beautiful view in Positano, but every single night we had to walk, like at the end of the night when we were done for the day, we had to choose between going back to our hotel and cleaning up and going to where we had our dinner reservation, or just staying where we were or walking up a little bit and finding some food and then going back up and then getting changed and stuff, because we stayed like very far out of town. It was really funny because it was like, oh, we're like, you know, 450 meters, like a half kilometer away from town. Yeah, we were a half kilometer of elevation away from the town. We weren't actually like a half kilometer away from the town. We were a half kilometer of elevation, zigzagging across a mountain of elevation across from the town. And that's just like the beginning of the town, you know, like not even like the town. So the views were beautiful and it was a great place to stay, but it ultimately ended up doing us like more dirty than if we had just spent the money staying somewhere like further into town, and not spending money on taxis, and you know, not being afraid to like walk back up at night or walk down, you know, all of these things. So we have decided that there are places where it counts to stay in town and places where it doesn't count to stay in town. And definitely, in the larger cities, like we want to stay right in town for sure, because we don't want to deal with that again. And it's also like, it's like the more remote you get, like for us, like Ravello was one of these things where in the town of Ravello, like the old town, is so closed off because there's no roads. So if you didn't stay somewhere conveniently located in the town, you could walk. It's not a very big town, but like it's inconvenient to like walk, whereas we stay somewhere very convenient to walk, and we really enjoyed that. So we're trying to learn from our mistakes and stay close to town / in town. But also, we've never been before, and so it's going to be like the Amalfi Coast again, where we haven't been, but now we're going to take what we learned in the Amalfi Coast and very much like apply that to this, and then we'll learn from here, and then when we do it again, we will know. I think that's the other thing. It's like, this is our first time going to Greece, both of us, just like in general, and like we're not, I think a lot of people like go to Greece for the first time and like maybe only go to like Athens, Crete, Rhodes, or like Santorini. Like they don't, but like we're actually like island hopping through some of the smaller islands as well. So we're definitely jumping into it. right in. I know that like when my cousins went to Greece, I think they only went to like Athens, Crete, and Rhodes. They like didn't go anywhere else. So yeah, there's just not a lot of experience to go in there. But yeah, and then I think we've already determined that next year we want to go to Mallorca. And if it works out, I think we want to go to Mallorca and either Sardinia or Sicily, if they're on the same side. I know that like Bari is on the same side as Corfu, which we both also want to go to. So I think we're going to do like Bari and Corfu one year and maybe loop like Mallorca and Sardinia. I don't think we would do Mallorca and Ibiza. Both of us are just not, I mean, we're interested in going to Ibiza, but I don't think we're like that interested in going to Ibiza. So it'll be like a later thing. And then, yeah. And then I think after we might go back to Italy or we might go to the south of France. We've already planned this out because it's like a yearly thing. And it's like each year, like always, we pick a place to go. And as soon as we pick the place, we both get flooded with like different like other destinations to go. And like for me this year is like as soon as we picked Greece, I started to get flooded with Mallorca content, and I'm like, ooh, maybe we go to Mallorca next. And I know that like next year, as soon as we decide for sure if we're going to Mallorca or not, I'm gonna get flooded with like something else. And it has kind of like worked out in our favor so far. We'll see. This is kind of how we picked Greece. Yeah, just like a funny thing that happens. And I don't know. Yeah, anyways, okay. Enough on the planning front. Now we are going to go get coffee. Lunar, Erin is getting ready and she's listening to me ramble for like 10 minutes while she's getting ready, and she's probably like, this girl talks so much. Not that she doesn't know, because she's my best friend, but she's like, oh my god, she's having a one-sided conversation with herself for 10 minutes. You're dumb. Okay, so we're gonna go to Coffee Lunar, then we're gonna have breakfast, probably do some more research, and then pick a non-Greece planning related activity to do or something, so that we're not just like so stuck into it, and like get our minds off of it, digest everything, then we'll probably come back to it. And that is going to be the plan for today. We slept in, so we are not having an early start here, but that's okay. I think we both really needed it. Yeah. All right, I will check in with you guys when we are at, well, I'll show you guys Coffee Lunar, one of my favorite coffee shops in the city. And then, yeah, what else we get up to today? Got our coffee, or our matcha.
I want to do this.
We got the same thing.
I do.
1 second, I gotta put you guys down. Okay, to quickly explain what we got the matcha drop. And Erin just filmed.
Can I do one more?
Yeah.
For us closer.
It is so
good. Such a slay.
10 out of 10.
So good.
It's matcha with water and condensed milk on top.
Delicious.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
So far, right now we have our flight to Athens, then our Acropolis tickets in Athens, our hotel in Athens, our ferry. We were gonna fly from from Athens to Milos, and then Milos to Mykonos, but one, no flights from Athens to Milos on the day that we need specifically. Two, the flights from Milos to Mykonos actually take us back to Athens, so there's like no point in that. So we booked ferry Athens to Milos, then we booked hotel in Milos. I put out a request for booking for our boat day. Then we booked the ferry from Milos to Mykonos. We're about to book, we found, I think, our Mykonos hotel. And then we have, I think we have our ferry from Mykonos to Paros also booked. So I feel like we're doing well so far. So we'll see. We're slowly working through it. We're like less stressed about booking. So we had to book Milos because like Milos has very limited inventory of hotels. Like pretty much everything had like one room left. And what we were finding for Milos was that there wasn't a very big gap in like the standard from like the mid price hotels to like the higher price hotels. So like kind of like $300-400 a night versus 800. So what we decided to do was actually book something like super under our budget, because there just doesn't seem to be like that big of a difference. And then that put us under budget. And then for Mykonos, we have decided to go under budget again, because in Mykonos, it sort of does seem like there's not a very big gap between like a $200 a night hotel versus like a $400 a night hotel. And if we were to go all the way up to like $1,000 a night, there's not like a huge difference in like what we're getting.
Sorry,
Nice. Just explaining to the vlog like our thought process. And like obviously we would love to stay at like Kavatagu and like all of those places, but we're not really planning to spend a lot of time in the hotel. And I think that there are a lot of people who like go specifically to like spend a lot of time at the hotel, or who are going to stay like in the hotel the whole time, or like commit a day or two to the hotel. We're probably not going to do that. So things like cave rooms, well, cave room would be cool, but things like the private pools or like the really epic suites and all that is just not something that like we really need to do. And we're not, neither of us are like luxury hotel creators or anything, where like showing the hotel and like showing the amenities is like a huge part of like what we create. So we're like, we'll save money on the hotel and spend more money on the experiences, which is like we create like lifestyle content. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of what's going on. So I think we've decided on our Mykonos hotel though, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna stop filming.
Olive oil. Just like, yes.
I'm gonna stop filming because Erin is filming a brand collaboration. So I'm gonna go back to my researching. And yeah, enjoy. Erin is filming. This is her rig. This is her janky lighting setup. We love to see it.